So for some reason I've had been in the mood to play some Rayman 2, so that is what we're going to do today. And not only have I felt the need to play it again, but also record myself playing it for some strange reason. Anyway, I have played through this before on almost every version, I think. I think the versions I haven't played are the Nintendo DS version.
Rayman, look what the pirates have done to our world.
I'll just keep quiet for this.
A planet of anguish and pain, haunted by evil. A dark place, teeming with fierce monsters. Nothing can stop them now that they've captured you. They've taken everything and reduced our people to slaves. The robots search for innocent prey. In the chaos, they exploded the heart of the world. The 800 lungs of energy which form it have been scattered. We are getting weak. Soon it will be too late. You must escape, Rayman. You are our only hope.
Yes, anyway, I think I've played every version of this except for the one on the Nintendo DS, the 3DS, and I think that's it. Okay, yeah, I think the Dreamcast version was probably my favorite version, but the PC version,
I will send you some help.
which is what I played originally, is kind of my second favorite. And then it would probably be this, and then the Nintendo 64 version. Well, it's probably between the N64 version and the PS2 version. I'm not a huge fan of the PS2 version. I haven't actually, yeah, that's the point. The PS2 version I haven't finished, so...
Rayman? Glowbox, my friend! Are you okay, Rayman?
Not really. I feel weak and my powers have disappeared. You know, Glowbox, I think this might be the end.
No, not the end. Glowbox bring good gift from Lee.
Lee the fairy? A silver lump. Incredible! I can feel its energy building up in me. Now I can shoot with my fist again. Glowbox was saved! Yahoo! Ah! Let's go see Lee. She'll give me all my powers back.
Right. So I'm playing the PAL version as well, I should mention. And it's really weird, because I'm so used to... Damn it. I'm so used to playing this on PC that, like, for some reason when they're talking, I've got the, like, gibberish, the Rayman gibberish going in my head at the same time. Dead. Rest in peace. So yes, just kind of throws you into things like that. I also thought this would be a good opportunity to kind of talk about some of the stuff that I'm working on and what's kind of going well and what isn't. Don't know where to start really. So I've had some people ask me about the tonic detox project that I did a teaser for. God, I think it was almost over a year ago now, if not. And that at the moment is paused. So since that teaser kind of came out, I did I think I think there was a yellow lum there in the other versions, but obviously not in this version. Anyway, what was I saying? The so many colours and things distracting. Oh, more dialogue.
That's to say we were separated and don't worry, kids. I'll bring your father back. But first, I gotta go and find Lee. She likes to hang out around here. Have you seen her? I've got to set her free.
Right, yeah, so that's paused at the moment. I did a bit more work after the teaser, but basically because I was working on a my engine 3D engine from scratch. I was weighing whether or not it made sense to be developing something that is, you know, essentially based on someone else's IP and whatever, with something that I've put so much time into. And so I started on
I congratulate you on your courage. Don't listen to him. I'm the king of the teensies.
But
No, I'm the real king.
come on, who's the king?
It's me. 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 Me.
Stop! I absolutely must see Lee. Do you know where she is?
This is not easy to say, but I have to tell you this. The pirates have taken Lee to the fairy glade, and they've locked her in one of their strongholds. To find her, you'll need to go to the Hall of Doors. The hall is a magic place. It leads to many other worlds. Only we, the teensies, know how to get there. Sadly, the passage requires 10 lums, and you don't have 10.
I still need some.
oh no, here we go. Oh shit, I've missed one lum, and I have no idea where that could be off the top of my head. This is probably the version I've played the least, so I might speed up the footage here if it takes me too long. Anyway, as I was saying, didn't really make much sense, so I wanted to try and work on something that I would potentially be able to, it feels kind of gross to say for some reason, but potentially actually like sell on Steam or wherever. So I started working on a concept, well, a game based on a concept that I came up with I think 7 years ago now, if not longer. and as I kind of worked on that, it became evident that it was not a good idea to try working on 2 different games with the same kind of work in progress engine. I don't think the same work in progress engine, because it just kind of pulls the technology in too many different directions at once. You know, both games have different requirements as to kind of what they need. So like Detox needed day and night cycles. There it is. Which was fine. It went in. It was there. But the other game that I was working on didn't need day and night cycles, and I wanted to, or I want to bake the lighting and everything with light maps. And I wanted to get away from the way that I currently have stencil shadow volumes implemented to do something a bit more performant so I can do other tricks.
Splendid, Rayman. You have found
I'm so glad that didn't take too long. I was kind of thinking,
how we can keep
I don't remember that being
doors.
a pain, and yeah, I just have to
Where
pass
we'll
one.
find the entrance to the fairy glade.
Anyway, yeah, pulling the technology in too many different directions. Things that I wanted to do for one didn't make sense for the other. So for instance, for Tonic Detox, the environments I wanted to be kind of more wacky and weird and whatever. And with the tooling that I was working on, it didn't make any sense for what the environments were supposed to be in the other one. So I ended up halting that, and then for a period I tried going back to another engine that I was using before I tried using the engine I'm developing. But I had issues with that because they had released a this is C4 engine, which is an engine you can license, which I don't recommend. But they released an update for that, so I'd already made some modifications to the C4 engine for things that I kind of thought were, to be frank, kind of dumb with C4. I merged those changes in, and then I had some issues which I needed to solve, and at that point I wasn't really sure if it was worth the time, so I just kind of dropped it there. And since then I have really wanted to still work on it. Ironically, the design for Detox, and for those who don't have a clue what the fuck I'm talking about, sorry, but the design for Detox is a lot more fleshed out than the design that I have for the other game that I'm currently working on. And a lot of that is because with Detox I've played a lot of platformers, so I've got kind of like a reasonable idea of exactly what I want to do and what I think would work well. But with this other thing, it's probably too ambitious for its own good. It's multiplayer, so that's a whole can of worms implementing all of the systems for that. And then there's like, yeah, there's a load of other stuff that I want to do with it that I'm not entirely sure how well it's going to work. I'm just seeing if there's a yellow lamb back there. Yeah, so the other reason why I want to go back to Detox is just because I do actually kind of want to develop something that is more something I can just get on with and have fun with. But right now the main thing that's stopping that is I keep trying to use the other analog stick. Some genius decided to make that shoot for some reason, and L1 and R1 are to control the camera. I mean, can you walk? Yeah, so they're using the left analog stick, you know, in full, so that wasn't an afterthought. So I don't know why the other analog stick doesn't control the camera, although maybe that wasn't a common thing for PS1 games back then. Anyway, yeah, I'd like to do it. The main problem with it right now is just trying to pick an engine. I don't want to use Unreal Engine 5 for so many reasons I could get into. I'm expecting this to be a long project that I'll be working on for a while, so I don't want to be at the mercy of Unity or Epic Games on that. I want to have kind of full control over the whole thing. I also want for Tonic Detox to have stencil shadow volumes. That was one of the reasons why I wanted to develop my own tech, because I wanted to have stencil shadow volumes. Implemented that. As mentioned though, then I was kind of like, I don't really want these for this other thing I'm working on. I have considered just using like the Doom 3 engine. There are a few reasons why I'm not too sure about that. I do have a fork of the Doom 3 engine that is based on someone else's fork, where it's got a number of enhancements, and I've kind of improved on things a little bit further for that with 64-bit support, and some other minor changes that I can't remember at the moment. And then I was also working on updating the font rendering, but then there were some issues with that I didn't get around to sorting because it pulled onto other stuff. Anyway, maybe the Doom 3 engine, it's kind of a weird fit though, but it might be a fun, interesting challenge. Try and do like a 3D platformer on that. But yeah, the one of the other things I wanted to do was I wanted to do like a recap on the progress of the engine and the other game I'm working on, but I've not been in a great place mentally lately, and yeah, I don't kind of want to say too much about it because I don't really like talking about my personal life too much. But I don't know if a lot of what I'm doing is really worth it, and I feel like I'm not doing enough. I feel like a lot of the work I've been putting into the engine is yeah, it's hard to explain. But and then I've got some other stuff going on, more health-wise. But again, I don't really want to talk about that too much. But I decided not to do. Oh, they've removed the other area. If you've not seen the other versions, you have no idea what I'm talking about. There's basically like another little section here that you can go into. Well, back just where I was, but that's obviously been removed. Yeah. Anyway, I don't want to talk about that too much, or at least give too much away, because yeah, it is my personal life, so there's kind of, you know, other, yeah. But the milestone recap for the project, I decided not to do that because of those reasons, and also because I am changing the way in which I'm approaching that. Because before, I was kind of setting the milestones with like a fixed goal in mind, and there were certain things that I wasn't finishing. So one of the big things is allowing you to connect rooms together via portals, which sounds very cool, but in the context of just what I'm doing here, it's just a kind of basic visibility thing. It's not literally the exact same thing that, say, you can do in Portal, although the way it's being implemented does make that possible, because essentially I've already implemented what the necessary bits for that, so that there are already mirrors, and the way the mirrors are working in the engine is already basically doing what you would need to do something similar to what they do in Portal. However, the problem I'm now having is that I've not been entirely sure on the right way of kind of designing the whole thing. So in the editor at the moment, you can link rooms together, and you can link other things together, and the whole thing is kind of like a scene graph essentially. And then the idea is that you have, I'm gonna really fucking struggle to explain this while playing this game at the same time, so pardon if anything I say sounds very strange. Let me slow down for a moment. So it's a scene graph, which is basically a hierarchy in terms of how things are set up in the engine, and you have what is internally called the root, but it's also called the world, and that basically just holds all of the rooms that make up your scene. And these rooms can be attached and detached at runtime. And what you can do in the editor is that you can load up a room, and then that spawns a world instance, which the room is then attached to, and then you can attach other rooms to that. And then the idea there would be that you would have a brush, and the brush would have a face that then references another face in another room. But the problem I'm having here is that I'm not sure the best way of designing that system of interaction between the two in a way where I'm kind of happy with it. So yeah, I don't know. And the other thing that's been happening recently is I've started rewriting the visibility system so that there is, before I kind of had it anyway, so there's a visibility system that runs over the given camera that you have, and then that basically collects up everything in the scene that you can see, and then that would then hand that over to the renderer. The problem then was that the renderer still used an older system that I had, which just basically literally traversed the scene, and then it would build up like a bunch of display lists based on what's there. Oh, okay. I was a little worried there. But yeah, that's obviously not really great, given that we've already navigated through the scene, figured out everything that's visible, so it's like, why would we do that again? So I've actually rewritten that visibility system, and my brain really fucking sucks at multitasking. Wee.
Lee, are you okay?
Oh, Rayman, at last. I was afraid Glowbox had failed.
He gave me the silver lump, but we got separated. I need to find him and get rid of the pirates. But to do that, I'll need all of my powers.
I'm too weak to give you back all your powers. The pirates broke the heart of the world into 800 lumps. And combining the energy has become very difficult. But there may be another solution. Have you ever heard of Polycus?
No.
He's the spirit of the world, and his powers are immense. He could help you defeat the pirates. Unfortunately, he has been secluded for many years. But there is a legend which says he could be awakened if you reunite the 4 masks.
The 4 masks?
These masks are magical and very powerful. They are hidden in secret and mysterious places. Find them before the pirates do. This is our last chance. I'll help you by giving you all the energy I've gathered.
A silver lump? I'll have a new power! Yahoo! Ha!
Now you can grab onto the purple lungs. Good luck, Rayman.
I love how he's just looking up like, wait, what? The purple lumps? Okay. You say so. Yeah, anyway, I am probably sounding like an utter madman, just rambling on. Anyway, yes, so once that is done, because I also recently got moving brushes to work and set it up so you can attach, you can set the faces as portals, and they can move around and stuff. You can't currently step through them because the logic for that isn't there yet until the rest of it's kind of done, but you can definitely spawn them around, move them around, close them and stuff, and I put way too much work into having them animate when opening and closing as well. On the other versions I would always race him to try and get into the hole first. The portal first. The hole first. I swear to God, if I finish recording this and it turns out nothing actually recorded, I will be very fucking angry. I think what I'm gonna do is play one more and then stop for now.
Welcome back, Rayman.
So, did you guys figure it out? Are you the real king?
We're a little more organized now. Listen carefully. There's a small problem. The pirates are also looking for the masks.
To stop you, they've closed access to the first mask. But if you have 50 lumps, we can open the door for you.
Great! You've collected enough lumps to pass through.
Thank God for that. I kind of forgot about these.
Before you go, I must say something to you. The masks are watched over by very powerful guards.
Guards?
Yes, Polycus ordered them to eliminate all intruders. You ought to defeat them and grab hold of all the masks.
one last thing. Remember to collect lots of lumps. The second door will only let you through if you bring us 150.
No pressure. Oh god. Oh, he had no pupils. It was just soulless dead eyes. Yeah, so I do have, I mean, yeah, I play this via emulator, but I also have the kind of geometry stuff enabled where it tries to stabilize everything, but I have noticed that is causing some glitching, which, you know, can't be helped, but I do still kind of prefer it, because, you know, I had a PS1 back in the day when the console came out, and I love kind of the PS1 aesthetic for the most part, but I don't, you know, the things I don't like about the PS1 aesthetic are kind of things wobbling around, the really fucking low resolution, yeah.
How can I ever thank you?
Forget it, Sam.
I forgot how good it feels to stretch out. Sensational.
Tell me, do you know where to find the 4 masks of Polycus?
Sorry, Rayman, I don't know what you're talking about. But I did see Glowbox get captured by 2 pirates. They took him somewhere out beyond the marshes. If you like, I can help you get over to the other side. You can grab onto my scarf by shooting at it. Then press cross to jump. Come on, let's go.
And yeah, the other thing I don't kind of like is the low frame rate. Those are the things I don't miss about PS1 games, so if I can do anything to get rid of those, I absolutely bloody will. Which isn't to say if you like those things, I've got anything, you know, each to their own, but yeah, they're not for me. And yeah, the game I'm working on is intended to have like a PS1 like aesthetic, but again, just not with the low resolution and vertex wobble and other crap. I just yeah, great. Oh, do I still have those lums? Yes, I do. Okay, that's oddly forgiving. God damn it, Sam. It's trying to kill me. And he killed me. Well, actually, that was more me. That's close. God damn it. Oh god damn it. Oh god damn it. No. Oh, and I think all the lums reset as well, yeah. There's ones from earlier. Didn't have any more. God. No. Oh, I'm gonna have to do all this again. Probably. And, of course, of all the times that I could have done this successfully, now had to be the time when I missed everything.
Rayman, so long. Come and see me again if you can.
I promise I will.
I will miss you, my friend.
Me too.
That's alright, I'm sure we'll see you again.
To lose.
Actually, isn't his statue in Rayman 3? I think he might be. Might be misremembering. I think it was 150 lumps that I needed. Which at this rate I don't think I'm going to get.
You'll pay for that, soldier.
Who dares disturb me?
Your boy boys. He has made it to the swamp.
What? You incompetent imbecile! Send the warship and destroy him.
Isn't that the same voice actor that plays
On the four masks.
the pig in Beyond Good and Evil that I can't remember the name of? He's been fed. Yeah, one of the other things that I'm doing at the moment is I'm also contributing again to the Rayman Reborrowed project, which is a fan game based on the Rayman 4 leak from a few years ago. Was it last year? No, I think it was the year before. Or the year before that now. It was a while ago. But yeah, I'm contributing to the engine work on that, which personally I really wish they would consider using a different engine, because yeah, they're trying to kind of build off of the Jade engine, and let's just say there are a lot of problems. There's some memory related issues, so fucking garbage memory coming from God knows where, causing havoc, and yeah, there seemed to be some weirdness going on with the scripts interpreter as well, which is probably also related to garbage memory. Has the game just decided to freeze? I think it has. Well, I guess I'll just leave it there then. Oh, never mind. I guess I won't leave it there then. Just as I put the controller down. I am actually playing this off the original CD at the moment. I thought I had it dumped, but it turns out I do not, so this is the original PAL release that I'm playing at the moment. Anyway, yeah, the Jade engine is in a lot of respects, it's really impressive for what it was doing for the time. I mean, you can build really intricate kind of environments within the editor itself. It's got kind of like a I mean, everything is integrated into the environment. I mean, they clearly wanted their developers to be kind of in the zone as much as possible without having to bounce between so many other applications. So they've evidently kind of like tried to do as much of the tooling bugger me in the editor as possible. So you've even got like a script editor. You can add breakpoints and stuff for them. You've got like the file browser. You can add and remove files from there without physically, like, because all of the files are in their kind of proprietary big file format, which is just basically a massive binary blob of data. And yeah, you add and remove files and edit files through the editor for that as well. They had like Perforce integration in the editor for that as well, which is very cool. Those doors closed on me, which is also very cool. And yeah, I'm trying to think what else it has. There's a lot. Probably fucked that up again. Yes. Oh, fucking hell. I don't know. I don't know why I didn't do that sooner. Okay, I can't tell the depth of that lum. But how close or far is it? No, it might be about here. Yes, okay. But yeah, having to try and maintain that is a bit of a nightmare. So, and the other plus is if they did choose to use another engine, I think initially there would be quite, you know, there would be a lot of work on kind of recreating things. There is a way to kind of export models and things like that, but we don't have that for the animations at the moment, as far as I'm aware. So we'd have to figure out some tooling or something to resolve that, which is doable. But then obviously implementing all the logic and everything else in another engine is going to take a fair amount of time. But I think once that's sorted, I think development would go a lot more smoothly. But what do I know? I've only spent like a silly amount of time trying to fix all of the bugs and crashes and other issues in it. At the moment, one of the things I'm working on is kind of a loose file system. So you, at the moment, if you want to make any changes, they obviously all apply through the big file. I removed the Perforce integration because we can't use that, and there were some issues with that I wanted to get rid of, or resolve, so I just wanted to get rid of the whole thing altogether. And yeah, so I want to at least get everyone using version control, so everyone can more easily kind of contribute, rather than what we're kind of currently doing, which is sharing, extracting things and importing and whatever, and it's all kind of not fantastically user friendly. And then hopefully from there, everyone can start using the tooling. Oh god. And start contributing, because there's actually quite a lot of people I've noticed in the server that want to kind of contribute to level design and things like that, and a lot of them don't seem to have like an easy means to contribute, beyond, as I said, kind of exporting things, which is not really ideal workflow wise. So I'd like to get that sorted first, and then once that's sorted, we'd get everybody onboarded to use version control, which in this case is probably going to be Git or whatever, and then from there I would really like to again try and push to get stuff on the engine documented, even if I have to do it myself, just so it's clear how things work and whatever. Sorry, I'm very tired, if you hadn't noticed, so I'm mumbling a lot. Oh shit, Rayman just fell into that portal. Yes, I would like to save. Okay, that's 150 lums. So that was nowhere near as painful as I thought it was. Right, I think this will be my last one because I am very tired. But yeah, I mean the work on the Reburrowed project is just kind of amazing. I did leave the project for a while because I don't know, I really was not enjoying working on the on Jade. But I have, you know, seeing the stuff that they're doing with it, I kind of feel I need to in a way. So yeah. Again, I still think it would be probably a good idea. I mean, if anyone else is thinking of also using Jade Engine via the Jaded project, which is what I'm working on, I would recommend don't, to be frank, for a number of reasons. I mean, for one, as much as I appreciate that Ubisoft don't have a history of turning around and shutting things down, I don't think personally it's worth risking it. I mean, if you want to make something small with it, then maybe go for that. But if you want to do like a big project like they're doing, you know, all it takes is for, I don't know, some very bored lawyer. What the hell just happened there? I just jumped and went straight through the floor. Yeah, all it takes is for some very bored lawyer, or you know, a change of management at Ubisoft. So you know, the CEO leaving, or some massive change in their legal department. I don't know, just some change at the company. That's all it takes, and then suddenly, you know, bam, they'll shut your project down. Because this is kind of the thing with Tonic Detox, as I was saying, in terms of like, I don't own, you know. For those that don't know what Tonic Detox is, it's a Tonic Trouble based project. I should have probably said earlier, not based, but inspired. Yeah, it, you know, I could put like hours of time into that, and if Ubisoft wanted to be assholes, they could just basically send me a cease and desist and say no thank you, and I would have to be obliged to that, because it is their thing at the end of the day, unfortunately. I don't think they would, you know, but I also think there is an element of, you have to be kind of realistic about these things and kind of understand that if you're going to put that much time into it, there's always a risk. I kind of forgot how light Rayman is on combat. There aren't that many enemies in the game. At least, I'm only a few levels in, so maybe it's just my memory betraying me. And it will get a little bit more wild later. There's so many different things that increase your health. But yeah, ignoring all that, I wouldn't recommend Jade. If you wanna, if you really do want to, I would recommend, rather than using the there is a website for Jaded, which is my fork of Jade. Rather than using what's available on the website, I would probably recommend going by the where the hell am I going now? There should be a switch somewhere. I would recommend using the version that you can find on GitHub, and you can either compile that yourself. There we go. Or if you look on the GitHub page, there's kind of like a check mark. That's kind of like for an automated they call them workflows, I think, on GitHub. But if you select that, there'll be these things called artifacts, and you can just download one of those. If I seem very silent as well through this, it's probably because I cut out a lot of rambling. I'm like half awake right now. Although fortunately this game doesn't really require much brain power. Not trying to say anything with that. But yeah, this game doesn't require much thought for the most part. Just mostly Rayman hit things. There is a yellow lum down there, you fool. And I can't destroy that, can I? No. Okay. It's one that I need a barrel for. Probably. There was some weird Z fighting there. Here we go. This is one of my least favourite bits of the game for some reason. I don't know why. I think I just find it kind of tedious. Oh joy. Nope, okay, I'm gonna have to... Right. Wait, what am I doing here? I'm sure I can't swim through these. No. I've pressed all the switches, haven't I? Oh, except that one. There we go. Great. Thanks for that. No, Rayman, please fucking just swim down. Okay, I don't think you can kill them, only scare them off. I missed the yellow lum. I'm too fucking tired to get the lums. Lums can fucking save themselves, lazy bastards. It's nothing stopping them just fucking flying away. It's like, you've got wings. Fuck you! how I thought that was a piranha. That is though. And I missed another yellow lum. Did you see that? It like almost went out at a 90-degree angle. I might turn off some of the geometry stuff in this, because it is making, although it's probably not going to improve much thinking about it, but I am having a very hard time seeing the depth of things. Well, that could just be me tired of fuck. Go away! They're mine. Nope. Oh man. Well. Oh, that was good timing. This game is such a weird mix of being very close to the other versions and also at the same time very different. Whoosh. Well, that's a bit mean. Well, that's a bit fucking mean. Right. Okay, so this is the boss. That's a bit different to the other versions.
Who is it that dares disturb the tranquility of this place?
But I'm Rayman.
Rayman? The name means nothing to me. What do you want?
I have to gather together the 4 masks to bring Policus back. This is our last chance to chase the pirates away.
How am I to know that you are not simply a thief? Only your strength and bravery can convince me. Prepare to fight.
I swear he doesn't say anything in the other versions. He just exists. Yeah, this is gonna be a massive pain in the ass. I say. Oh. Well, I was doing so well until I said something. Yeah, I can't, like, it's really fucking hard to tell how close or far those things are. I guess I'm just gonna have to... Jesus. There we go. That wasn't so bad. And now he's dead and rotating slowly. And blah. Yay! Ramen! Ramen soup. I wonder what a Tonic Trouble game would have been like if it came out on the PS1. Yeah, a big reason why I decided to do, or want to do, I should say, a Tonic Trouble inspired fan game is pretty much because there's so many Rayman inspired fan games already, and I do like Tonic Trouble a lot, and it's kind of a shame that even among the fan base, it doesn't seem to get that much interest for some reason. It does a lot of cool things. I like kind of the hub-like design that the game has, and a lot of the abilities as well. So yeah, one of the thought processes that I kind of considered when I was working on it with my own engine was that if also, I'll just talk over this bastard. Was that if I did decide to do Tonic Detox with my engine, then if Ubisoft for whatever reason decided to send me a angry letter, or I don't know, if something happened, you know, the work is still done, hopefully to the point that, like, I have a foundation that I could use for something original still, if I wanted to. But then there's so many things that I want to do that I'd still kind of prefer to do my own original thing if I can. But as is life. Right, I think I'm gonna stop playing because I'm getting very tired. At least I have enough lums to progress, so I might as well just quickly watch that cutscene.
Good. You found the first mask before the pirates.
There's no time to lose. They're looking for the second. I hope you've got 150 lums to unjam the door.
Yes, I have.
The second mask is guarded by a stone colossus. Lee communicated with his spirit, and he is ready to help you.
Hey, at last, a good piece of news.
Above all, don't forget to collect lots of lums. We'll need 400 in order to open the next door for you.
Go on now.
Anyway, yeah, that'll do. If you managed to watch this far and put up with enough of my rambling, hopefully you'll be around for more, and if you've enjoyed it for some bizarre fucking reason, be sure to like and leave a comment, which feels really fucking gross to say, but I kind of need it because otherwise I have no idea. So yeah, have a good day or night depending on where you are.